You guys are not going to believe this. There's some blue-blooded rich woman out there setting up professional film equipment like she's shooting a movie or something.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for film and TV roles that best displayed popular voice actors' on-camera chops.
You tell him, Henry. Who's that guy, Merlin?
Number 10, Andrew Rannells. Girls. Though he may not be best known for his live-action work, that just confirmed Andrew Rannells as a Renaissance man. He came up as a prolific voice actor, most notably in anime English dubs, and as the lead on Archie's Weird Mysteries.
Big game tonight. Riverdale versus Springfield. What do you say?
I say you're blocking the view.
It was his Tony-nominated work on Broadway that proved that he was camera-ready. That big break came with the role of Elijah Krantz on the acclaimed HBO dramedy Girls.
I've taken an exciting new position. I'm an assistant to a curator of dance.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's unpaid, but it could very well lead to something.
Rannells quickly became a fan-favorite guest star who rose to the main cast on his sharp humor and disciplined emotion. This was just the beginning of him stealing the spotlight on the screen, while being as active as ever in the theater and the recording booth.
On the way here from the airport, 2 people asked me if I was Blake Lively's husband. I was amazing!
Number 9, June Foray, Sabaka. Even after her breakout on the radio, June Foray became a movie and TV star sight unseen.
Welcome to Hollywood, stranger.
Well, that's Benny.
We greet you with open hearts, darling. What would you like to buy? Buy? I thought you were greeting us with open hearts.
She voiced a variety of characters on Rocky and Bullwinkle, The Flintstones, and so much more. She even hid behind extensive makeup and costuming when she finally went on camera for Sabaka.
Worshippers of Sabaka, an unbeliever is among us. Akbar, try him.
Foray stars as Marku Ponjoy, high priestess of a hostile Indian cult targeted by a British general. Besides the obviously problematic premise, it's just a terrible B-movie. Foray was nevertheless singled out for her menacing presence behind the commanding voice. Despite her natural screen presence though, she continued to do live action almost exclusively off-screen. She too hated Sabaka, though its cult status is partly based on her performance.
We should have the entire village of Jaipur at the feet of Sabaka. And we will bring them all in fear to grovel in the dirt and bring us their rupees to make us rich.
Number 8, Cree Summer, A Different World. From Susie Carmichael on Rugrats to Elmira Duff, Cree Summer has been a memorable voice in many people's childhoods.
Elma was round the world. Princess Kida from the lost city of Atlantis. Loki Gone. There you go. There's the taste of some of my greatest hits.
But she wasn't all that well known when she won over families on the NBC sitcom A Different World. Freddie Brooks was introduced in season 2 as a socially conscious college student with a crush on Dwayne Wayne.
He's smart, he looks sort of like a jazz musician, progressive, maybe even fusion. Even his name sounds like music, Dwayne Wayne.
She wound up being a core cast member for the remaining 5 seasons, popularized by Summer's lively comedic chops and gradual growth. The Care Bears and Ewoks star was bound to become a recognizable face. Summer instead became a superstar in animation and video games, but has been seen on the likes of Better Things, Queen Sugar, and Abbott Elementary. Number 7, Auli'i Cravalho, Rise. The day after she turned 16, Auli'i Cravalho became an instant sensation as the star of Moana. The first-time actress's singing talents and line delivery convinced Disney that she was a natural headliner.
I'll lead the way, I'll have my people to guide me, to build our future together. Here we are.
This was cemented by her screen debut on the NBC musical drama Rise. Cravalho highlights the ensemble cast as Lilette Suarez, a high school introvert juggling problems at home and the lead in a struggling drama club.
I mean, this is new for you, and this is new for me too.
Yeah, but you're amazing.
I'm not amazing.
You are.
This complicated role won the actress high praise, while the show itself was cancelled after 1 season over mixed reviews and dwindling ratings. Meanwhile, Cravalho headed up a range of projects on stage, screen, and voice recording. Disney clearly has more than just an ear for rising talent.
What's true is being me, and I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me than be with you.
Number 6, Tara Strong, Sabrina Goes to Rome. Tara Strong is one of the most recognizable names in voice acting.
Like Timmy Turner from the Fairly Odd Parents, and Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls. She's hardcore.
and Raven from Teen Titans, and Harley Quinn from DC Universe.
Her unmarried years as Tara Sharondoff are a lot more obscure. She still enjoyed bigger roles in animation than in live action, until she worked her magic in the first ABC movie spun off from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Frizzle. Let me guess. You tried to freeze time and didn't get the temperature setting right? Used to happen to me all the time.
You're a witch too. How marvelous.
The Canadian-American Sharondoff put on a British accent as Gwen, an accident-prone witch who rooms with Sabrina Spellman during a Roman holiday. It's an admittedly cheesy performance, made totally endearing by lively line delivery and physical comedy.
Do you mind if I stay with you, Sabrina? I tend to get really lost. Wow, that's the first time I've ever got lost without even moving.
Sharondoff returned as Gwen in 1999's Sabrina Down Under, permanently putting a face to the many voices in millennial nostalgia. Not really the name, though. Number 5, Yuki Kaji. Kami voice, the voice that makes a miracle. Since the mid-2000s, Yuki Kaji has been one of the most respected voice actors in anime. He could teach a class on this stuff, and did just that in live-action debut Kami voice, adapted the popular manga with Kaji in the role of voice acting lecturer Shiraike Yu. The low-budget picture was so conscious of this industry that the iconic Wataru Hatano also returned to the screen. But to have less experience in this format, Kaji carries the movie with boisterous charm. He has since made other live-action appearances, including as the lead in the 2020 series Piper. Kaji is still much more prolific in inspiring voice actors by example. Number 4, Seth MacFarlane, A Million Ways to Die in the West.
If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time.
Family Guy and American Dad made Seth MacFarlane a major figure in adult animation. Of course, the comic crooner's recognizable face has appeared in a variety of small live-action roles. He finally took the lead by writing and directing himself in A Million Ways to Die in the West. Granted, the movie divided viewers with its awkward translation of MacFarlane's crude humor to a live-action format.
Why don't you shut up?
You shut up.
He himself was considered miscast as a cynical sheep herder who becomes a hero of sorts. But his reliable comedic delivery and expressiveness helped earn the Western yarn a cult following. The sci-fi dramedy The Orville and a prestige turn on The Loudest Voice have since settled MacFarlane as a versatile showman, even on camera.
Look, sometimes reporters get bad information. So I'm not being fired? Well, not yet. But, leak again, and you will be.
Number 3, Nancy Cartwright, Marion Rose White. The hilarious Nancy Cartwright was a TV animation mainstay long before Bart Simpson made her an icon, but her versatility as a lead was first heard in live action.
Before I could fall in love and get married, before I could have children or grandchildren.
Loosely based on a true story, Marion Rose White follows a socially awkward woman who spends years campaigning for her release from a psychiatric institution. The CBS movie was well received at the time, especially for Cartwright's natural balance of heartfelt tragedy and dignity.
You know what? I don't think you give a hoot about any of us in here. I look at you and I can tell, even with my eyes, you don't see any of us.
From this dramatic breakout, she mostly just scored bigger voice roles and a handful of live-action appearances. Marion Rose White may have also fallen into some obscurity, but it's worth watching to recognise the extent of Cartwright's acting talent across genres and formats.
There's just not a feeling like it in the whole world.
Then let it be your profession. Use it to your advantage.
Number 2, Hank Azaria, Herman's Head. There were some small live-action appearances before Hank Azaria's many roles on The Simpsons launched a versatile vocalist with numerous accolades to show for his stellar career. But Herman's Head proved he's a show stealer entirely.
I'm actually looking forward to it. Hey, you're gonna need some jokes. I already have some jokes. No, I just heard a great one. Maybe you can use it.
As the ladies' man Jay Nichols, Azaria led the Fox sitcom's supporting cast with self-aware charm and flexible comedic chops. Though Herman's Head has faded into obscurity since its 3-season run, Azaria soon scored unforgettable live-action spots on hit shows and in a variety of movies.
You can cook, right?
Your father seems to think so.
He's been honoured for The Birdcage, a dramatic tenure on Ray Donovan, and the tragic comedy Brockmire. Herman's Head may not immediately spring in fans' minds, but it was the humble beginning of Azaria's stardom on camera as well as off.
So maybe you should go on without me.
Yes, that's
What am I supposed to do with 2 women? All right, stupid question.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Tom Kenny, The Edge. Several generations have grown up with Tom Kenny's flexible voice. He was in fact an edgier comedian before he led such beloved kids' cartoons as SpongeBob SquarePants. Indeed, the Fox sketch comedy show The Edge confirmed his versatility.
Hello and welcome to Talk Chat. My name is completely unimportant as this is a show totally devoted to stars.
Kenny appeared in front of the camera in a variety of hilarious roles. It was about this time that he broke into family-friendly animation as Heifer Wolf on Rocko's Modern Life. One might say that he found his voice in another format after The Edge was cancelled after 1 season.
Oh, I better know what to say. Oh, God, give me a horn. Had you go for a second, folks, didn't I? Okay, roll that jingle.
Still, Kenny has had his share of memorable live-action turns since a breakout stint on HBO's Mr. Show. This truly speaks to our favourite voice actor's range, even in the flesh.
Am I the only one left? Is there no other human on the planet but I?
What are your favourite roles that took your favourite voice actors out of the recording booth? Lend your voice in the comments.
Armand, why don't you let me be in the show? Come on, aren't you afraid of my watermelonness?
Your what?
My watermelonness, my natural heat.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.